I'm here today with Alex Jones. He's been a client of mine for 2 years. He has won loads of titles.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let him explain.
Yeah, so basically I'm 2 times national road champion. I've also international, I've also medalled internationally on the track. I'm linked with Paralympics Team GB. I'm on their foundation program. I'm also sponsored by Sigma Sport, and my aim is to get to Tokyo 2020 really.
Yeah, perfect. And we should say as well that you're a Paralympic rider, so you're
Yeah.
a C5 category?
I'm a C5 rider, which is basically, it goes C1 to C5. C1 is basically the most disabled category, so it's your triple amputees and people who can't use most of their body strength. And then it goes all the way down to C5, where it's more mild injuries and sort of mild coordination problems that I have, as I have mild cerebral palsy, so that's why I'm a C5.
Yeah. So let's go back to thinking about ways on the bike that you can, when you're spending a lot of hours on the bike, you might be having various problems.
Yeah.
You're bent over, obviously.
Yeah, you're pushing your body.
Neck's up.
You're pushing your body in quite an extreme way. So.
Yeah. So is there a few things that we can do while we're cycling to kind of relieve those things as we go? Yeah,
there is. I mean, there are some pretty easy ones and there's some pretty hard ones as well, but depending on your handling skills, there are ones for everyone.
So start with some easy ones that I might be able to do.
Yeah, so when you're doing these stretches, it's pretty handy to find a sort of a gentle downhill so you don't have to worry about pedaling.
Yeah.
So the first one to do is like a calf stretch.
Yeah.
So what you do is you basically put your feet in sort of 12 and 6 o'clock positions.
Yeah.
And you lean forward, and then you just drop your heel down.
While you're going along.
Yeah, and you should be freewheeling if you're on the downhill section or whatever, but you should feel that stretch in your calf, maybe a bit of your hamstring as well. And then simply...
How long do you hold that for? Just 30 seconds or so?
Yeah, I mean, I normally hold it about 15, 20 seconds. I find that's more than enough, and then you just switch sides and then...
Brilliant. When I was doing some longer cycles last summer, I don't know if this is actually technically a thing, but I would just squeeze my calf.
Yeah, I mean...
Just for a few seconds, give it a really good squeeze, and then back on again.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
it did feel like it's sort of... When you've been going for quite a few hours...
I mean, it's effectively massaging the muscle, really. I mean, that, and also, I find as well, if you have no tension in your legs, so you're not putting any load on, if you also just shake them, you're also just sort of rolling and you're sort of massaging your hamstrings as well. But it's just a little shake like that. But another good stretch to do though is the hamstring, the hip flexor stretch.
Yeah.
So you do the same thing. You're in 6 and 12 positions with your feet, but you don't drop your heel. You just instead lean forwards like that, sort of like a lunge.
Yeah. So you're pushing
you're sort of activating your glutes, but you're also just
so squeezing your glutes.
Yeah, but you're also stretching your hip flexors.
Yeah, I can feel that.
And then you just switch around after 15, 20 seconds.
To be fair, I do that.
Yeah, it feels
good, doesn't it, when you bring that down?
Anyone can do this at sort of, reasonable level. I mean, those are the pretty basic ones.